At Life Church, we say we will do anything short of sin to reach people who don't know Christ. But to reach people that no one's reaching, we're going to have to do things that no one else is doing. That's not actually a new idea. You see, Paul the Apostle did the very same thing, and he writes about it. He basically was describing how he desired so greatly to reach all of these different people. It's a very diverse group of people, and he goes to begin really to describe his strategy for doing that. And right there at the end, he begins to tell us why. He says, "I've become all things to all people so that by all possible means I might save some." By all possible means. Paul is relentless in his pursuit of sharing the gospel. And that's exactly why we're willing to do anything short of sin to pursue our mission as a church. One of the areas that's happening is what we call Church Online. In 2006, we said, given where we live today, and given what it means to go to all the world, what does that mean in the context today where we have tools and technologies like the internet? And we thought, what if we could use technology to create an environment online that would bring and gather people together to have church and to be a church that existed and met online? Now, for those of you who are part of Church Online, you understand how this works. But for those of you that aren't, what I'd like to do is take some time to explain it to you. Right now, there are people watching this message at the exact same time that you are via video on a web page. And while they're doing that, they also have the opportunity to participate in a group chat. We can have a conversation, ask questions, have dialogue with people from all over the world. And we also have an opportunity to have a one-on-one private conversation with one of our volunteers, or maybe you want to share something that's going on in your life and have them pray for you. What you need to realize is that in 2006, when we started this, it was a new concept. In fact, it was pretty controversial. People were asking, what's the theology behind this? Is this legal to do? Can a church actually gather together online and not in person? Is that really a church? We were asking the question, but we also said we're willing to try anything short of sin to reach people that don't know Christ. And not only did we pioneer this movement as a church with Church Online, but now we've seen thousands of churches follow our lead, and they are also having Church Online today. So not only are we directly impacting people through Church Online, but we're inspiring thousands of other churches to help reach millions of people all over the world.
I live in India and I'm from Hindu background. Till the age of 23, I did not know anything about Jesus. But one day I was watching TV and suddenly a Christian program came, and there I got to know about Jesus. I found Church Online through a Google search. The host welcomed me so compassionately, so I wanted to go Church Online daily. I started volunteering to serve Church Online because I want to serve God, to help people who are alone and who needs prayer. I want to bring them to the throne of God. This thing has touched my heart. Yes, because of Jesus Christ, my family is changed and my life is changed. Because of Church Online, every people of the world know the love of Christ.
What you probably don't realize is that where she's from in India, it often ranks as the top country for where people attend Church Online from. And it's a very difficult country to share the gospel. Both India and Pakistan are usually number 1 and number 2 above the United States. Now, we often say that behind every computer at Church Online is a person. But in some cases, behind those computers are multiple people. And that's the story of Ted and how he's used Church Online in his hometown of Philadelphia.
The Leadership Summit, Craig spoke, and during that time he's talking about Church Online. I got home and I just started searching for it, and you kind of have that moment of, this can go anywhere. And then we were doing life groups. I said, hey, let's try this. I've been watching this Craig guy. I really like him. And the way he taught was so different. It was so refreshing. Eventually just turned into, we just watched the whole church online. I didn't have to worry about it. Make sure I was hitting all the right targets. He did all the heavy lifting. It freed us up. You know, me and the other guys that were kind of leading the group to 90% of what we do is just being with people. God can't use you greatly until he's crushed you deeply. There's a bunch of people out there that are trying to live life and, you know, they're banging their head against the wall. And so there's this tough exterior, but if we could build a place that those kind of guys can come in and be a part of that, because this is their home, this is where they can really be real, and this is where they can find answers and find God. I mean, you know, whoever finds God finds life. There's nothing else that I want to do. And just see people find God.